hasn't been able to finish it off. So
0-0.
We have a great match here. Quang, Duong to start us off. Let's play pickleball. And look at this man move.
Yeah, just full stretch, squealing the tires, and comes up with a sharp cross-court angle on the forehand side. Unbelievable.
1-0.
Look at that little slice overhead like a tennis shot.
He says, get that one, man. Come on.
Yeah. Why don't you buy a front row ticket to go get where that ball landed?
Yes, and I'll tell you what, if you're watching at home and you have a two-handed backhand, this is a match to watch. This technique from both of them is spectacular.
Right on cue. Technique and placement on the two. He's both out of the air, too, Adam.
Yes, very, very true. Starting quick. Love that.
1-1. Side out.
That was the worst piece of advice I got when I started pickle. You and I started about the same time on the tile floors in McKinney at a Salvation Army. Don't hit a two-handed backhand.
1-1.
Don't listen to these people, man. Everybody's doing it now.
Point.
It was slightly awkward. Look, he was trying to hit through, and he almost got underneath, opening up the paddle face when that two-handed backhand with slice, which is very rare to see.
2-1.
Yeah, you got to really chop if you're going to hit a two-handed backhand with slice from that deep in the court. And that is outrageous spin and roll from a two-handed backhand that tight to the net.
That's the technique I was talking about, because that was a very high degree of difficulty, and he just made it look easy.
3-1. Point.
And a little frustration from Garnett there. Nice guy. So didn't mean to hit the ball in the corner. That was not purposeful. We've had some sauciness on center here today earlier. So
you touched on it earlier, Dave. This man has inner fire,
4-1.
Connor Garnett. Yeah. He's known as a nice guy, smiley player. This man wants it.
Oh,
Side out.
The drop was so good, but he was that half second late to come forward.
The drop was spectacular. And those are the things with Quang Duong. Forehand rip, backhand rip there. Some of the other things taking pace off, kitchen play. We see the adjustments. Really nice.
Point. Two, 4.
Beautiful inside-out two-handed backhand from Garnett.
Yeah, you pair that with the cross-court rip. That is a lot of court to cover, and even Quang Duong couldn't come up with that last one.
Side out.
Just really good technique. Simple paddle out in front, controlled, like swinging through, but it's all under control, Dave. Just really impressive with his consistency with how it looks, and now he's getting the results that the way it looks, just so good.
And it is Garnett beaten again after trying a drop volley.
Yeah, and you know, you can win the point with that drop volley, but playing someone a little newer to the game, bringing them in can be a good option. But Quang Duong says, you can bring me in. I might flip a couple cross-court angles past you. So you got to be careful playing with fire.
Oh, my. Oh, what a rally. Quang Duong is everywhere, but Garnett hung in there.
Wow, some of those backhand drop rolls from Quang Duong early on. And look, you can see Connor Garnett off the court on that last ball. My goodness, the athleticism is on full display from both players right now.
This is what it takes to win now in pro pickleball. I mean, stop it.
Yes, and I have to say it once every time I'm in the broadcast booth. Man, I
You
picked
retired.
a good time to retire, Dave. These shots are ridiculous. Oh, my.
Yeah, that forehand, that right there is a winner. That should be a winner. Nope, you're eating it. You're eating it immediately.
Side
Yeah,
out.
nice slice spin there. That ball hit the court and took off, really handcuffing Quang Duong.
Again, quarterfinal winner of this match gets the winner of Staxrud and Martinez Vic. Unbelievable. Did you see the anti-lock breaks in the middle of that to be able to get back?
Yeah, and the last shot is great, but I am looking at the previous 2 or 3 volleys with how comfortable Quang Duong looks at the kitchen line. 3 months ago, that was not the case. Now it is, Dave. This is a completely different player.
Point.
That backhand up the line is the hardest shot in pickleball to hit, and he is making it consistently today. 6-3, Duong.
6-3.
Big serve, and look at this ridiculous forehand rope winner after the frame stays in the court. The ball was out of the frame for like a minute.
Dave, I was planning on saying something for the next point. I didn't even realize it was still in play. My goodness.
Okay.
7-3.
And that might have been one of those times where Duong could have let it bounce and take it, just be a little more under control. But what it takes to win the rally in this match is phenomenal.
And it just takes time to know that, Dave. I love him crashing forward, but you know you do have to let a couple bounce. So it's a balancing act, and it's never easy to get it perfect.
Tried to cut that. He is immediately looking to his box, and there's his dad. Thank you, crew. We are having the telepathy. Oh, getting this captured.
A couple shots in, Dad.
And that is the gorgeous two-handed backhand on the other side. And you see Duong frustrated with his first volley there, but Garnett's going to get his.
Dave, I thought
Stone, and the level of this match is phenomenal.
Point.
Connor Garnett stays home, and it was the right choice there, and he is within 1.
Yeah, nice combination. Spreading out his opponent, going short angle to the forehand, and then pushing the ball up the line. It's a lot of kitchen line to cover for Duong.
Point.
Pays the price for a short return, and we are tied at 7.
Yeah, nice job of Garnett stepping into the court. I think he could have waited for that ball a little bit more. He chose to attack it, and that was the right choice.
Point.
And you see Duong looking over at his dad a lot now, and that is, you know, trying to get that positive reinforcement. It's okay, you're only down 1 here.
Yeah, I think he was maybe questioning whether that ball was going to go out or not. Sometimes when you have some eyes on the outside of the court, they can see that better.
Great first volley from Duong right there.
Side out.
That's the biggest difference for me. Just a little hesitancy moving forward a few months ago, and a little less crisp on his first volley. Neither one of those things is happening right now, Dave.
That's just too good from Connor Garnett, who got a signature paddle faster than anybody in the history of pickleball.
Yeah, well, he deserved it.
He did.
Yeah, his results have really stepped up, and yeah, he's grown leaps and bounds in the last 6 months or years. So good for him.
Just missed it wide, and that's the second time today where a call was made, and then that ball was shaped in such a way where it almost curled back in.
That's right. The banana ball, you can hit those now. They're out until they're in, Dave.
thought about maybe chasing that down for a heartbeat and then bailed on it. So.
Yeah. And in the previous shot, I like what he did with this backhand roll right there we see on the replay.
Yeah.
Just didn't quite get it dipping enough, and that allowed Connor Garnett to push that to the open court.
Yeah, if that bounces, he's right back in it. And Garnett rips a forehand back where it came from, and an impressive response as Duong came out firing, and now it's Garnett 2 points from taking game 1.
9-7. Point, timeout, receiver.
I mean, the degree of difficulty of that volley is outrageous.
I mean, he's kamikazing in cross court 3 feet off the kitchen line and puts it in the deep corner to Garnett's backhand. The degree of difficulty cannot be higher.
All right, 1 game point is
7-10.
saved.
Side out.
The level of first and second volleys has consistently risen throughout the match for Connor Garnett, and he is putting himself in much better spots to keep Duong on the string
10-7.
side to side.
And I want more 2-box throughout the weekend. Love that look at what each player is doing. Garnett cannot close there.
Yeah, that's a tough break for him too, because it was a rare instance where Duong was late to the kitchen. So if somehow Garnett can come up with that ball, he's in a great spot to seal game 1.
7-10. Point.
There's that slight slice two-hander.
Yeah.
So you have to give Duong some credit from these serves. We've seen it twice now from
8-10.
Garnett, not hitting that ball exactly like he wants to.
Side out.
I was expecting just
I know, where's Duong?
to shoot across the screen.
I'm like, you're gone, but I know you're there. Where are you? And he just never appeared for us. 3rd game point.
10-8.
And that
Point
will do
game,
it. Connor
11-8
Garnett
Garnett.
takes game 1 after being down. Very impressive high level from both gentlemen. Howard Hepworth and
Game
Bob
2
Swisshelm. Appreciate all
0-0.
the referees. And here we go, game 2. And our first
Point.
lob of all of the matches today.
Yes.
Right there.
And he had Garnett fooled a little
1-0.
bit. You don't see it too much in singles. Just couldn't keep it in.
I mean, that is, again, what it's required to finish a rally.
And that ball isn't even just up the line from Duong. He is getting inside that ball and hitting it inside out, pushing it off the court. So up the line hard enough. If you're going inside out, it's next level.
0-1.
Duong got there an hour early and is very frustrated
Side
with
out.
himself for the shot he chose to hit once he got there.
Yes, but this is the spot. He doesn't have quite as much experience with specific shots
1-0.
like that when he's moving forward or up close to the kitchen line.
Point.
So whether Garnett specifically is thinking that and is trying to occasionally bring him in, I'm not sure. But either way, it could be a good
2-0.
option for him.
And that is beautiful from Garnett, and Duong is not going to
Timeout,
let this
receiver.
get Tournament of Champions. Connor Garnett won that 11-8 in the 3rd.
Time in.
So battle
3-0.
once before went Garnett's way, and he's got the lead right now. Third overhead. Oh, it goes deep. So
Point.
Yeah.
just patience.
Yeah, just exactly right.
4-0.
Don't have to hit the lines, just stay in control.
mean, absolutely ridiculous pickleball.
Yeah, we might need to move that camera back a couple feet to get a wider lens, because these guys are running off the court and then they're right back in the light blue to make these shots. Love it.
0-4.
Nice job from Connor Garnett, controlling the kitchen line again, and then also bringing Quang Duong forward for that last ball.
4-0. Point.
There's that slice return again. Often those slice shots will sail a few feet deeper.
They will stay at that same level, and topspin will sail as well. And Duong's on tilt a little bit right now. 6-0 Garnett. He keeps looking over at his dad.
6-0.
And
Point.
another timeout here in game number 2. Duong out of timeouts now, trying to get back in it. Unbelievable from Garnett on the line.
Yeah, making shots like that. And I talked about game 1. If there were errors, they were mostly forced. It has been a blend of that and some freebies given by Duong in game 2. That's the big difference for me.
That's a tremendous hands battle won by Duong. So
yeah, you see those mostly come out on top from the doubles players, as Quang is known as more of a singles player, but the hand speed's there, Dave.
Point.
Will a missed return get this started?
Just these guys, they just go from 0 to 60 so quickly. Like there's not a build up to get to top speed. They're just instantly at top speed after the first step.
That's pretty again, and Verstappen-esque on the accelerator there.
Ooh, a little F1. You threw it. Hey, we talked about these sports backgrounds. I'm waiting to get in my hockey reference here. You gotta let it fly.
Let it fly, baby. 3 in a row for Duong. 2 of them missed returns. So Garnett is not going to give him the benefit of thinking he's back in it by calling his timeout. I actually like that from Connor. But that's 3 missed returns, and he might need to think about what is going astray there.
Just needed one shadow swing.
Yeah,
just roll it over.
And then he rolled a two-way back over to give the ball back. You don't see that very often. This time coming forward, Duong found the angle, and my goodness, it is 5-8 here, 5 in a row.
It was pretty light 4 minutes ago, Dave, and it is no longer light at 5-point run.
Wow. Duong absolutely tattooed the two-handed backhand, but right into Garnett's paddle. This one right there.
8-5.
It's a way to stay home up the line from Garnett, because he's been taking most of those cross court.
That's off the video board, and boy, momentum's a funny thing in singles, isn't it, Adam?
It certainly is.
5-8.
Another missed return. 4 of the 6 are missed returns. The lead is but 2.
6-8.
Just deep, and Duong was right there.
Side out.
The forward movement from him is so much better than it was. He is really attacking the ball, and I think that is definitely the right play for him.
Unbelievable shot from Garnett.
I mean, it's just, Dave, it's just a winner. It's a winner for Quang Duong, but it's not just that he gets the ball back. He puts it in an incredible position and forces an error.
I mean,
9-6.
Wow. Oh, and there's what the
Side
threat of the foot speed and court coverage makes you try a little too much on the move. So Duong gets it back, but
6-9.
gotta go.
And even worked out for
Side
him. But
out.
even that backhand return did not look normal.
No.
It was a slight miss hit.
Yeah, a little tight after 4
9-6.
misses already.
Point.
Just
Wide, and we are at match point for
timeouts.
Garnett. No timeouts available
10-6.
for Duong there. Ooh, just deep.
Side out.
After Duong was stuck from the great return, or excuse me,
Yes,
great
yes.
serve from Garnett.
6-10.
miss
Side
hit
out.
there from Duong. And I think we've seen a couple times actually Duong destroying a return so hard that he's actually
10-6.
late getting
Yeah.
to the kitchen
It's
line.
out
So
hitting his movement.
that's right. Important to note that as a player back home. You crush the ball, you take your time away, their time away,
Side
but you
out.
also take your time away on the next ball.
So 2 match points saved.
6-10.
Beautiful backhand on the run from Duong within 3.
Seven, 10. Side out.
And what a time for a ball to dribble off the tape.
Yeah, it might all even out in the long run, but when in a big spot like that, it's just, man, it's
10-7.
tough.
Those hurt. Match point number 3. Just wide from Duong there, and that will do it. So an impressive